What you have is freedom of the senses. So what we need is freedom from the senses. Your mind is constantly being guided by your sense organs. That is what we don't want. We don't want that. We want freedom from the senses. That will be true freedom. Swami Vivekananda, I have already told this incident here. Once he was talking to Ingersoll, a very famous philosopher and agnostic, Robert Ingersoll, and he said, Swami, you have become a monk, so you cannot enjoy this world. I can enjoy this world like an orange juice. I can take the juice of this world. So Swami Vivekananda said, yes, I can do it, and I can enjoy every last drop, which you cannot do. Why? Because you have so many attachments. You have selfish desires. So you will not be able to actually enjoy it. So even to enjoy sense organs, you need control, because you know that I am controlling. I am the person who is dictating terms here, not you. Somebody comes and you like, say, mango. Okay. Somebody comes and gives you one piece of Alfonso mango, and then you eat. Sorry, I could not bring Alfonso mango. What happened was, they gave me one book set present. So I wanted to bring, I had promised you also that I will bring. And the book set they presented, and it became so heavy that I didn't have that kilogram allowance, that was not there. But I will bring one. It is available in Kolkata also, not necessarily in Mumbai. So Alfonso, somebody gives you, say one piece he gives you. You take. And then another piece you take. Suppose somebody is constantly jabardasti feeding you Alfonso mangoes, can you take? You like Alfonso mangoes, you love them, but somebody is forcefully feeding you, you eat. Will not be able to take. In fact, we will vomit and we will start abhorring Alfonso mangoes. We will say, don't give me this. That is what. Why? Because there you are not in control. Somebody else is controlling, so you don't like. We always want to be in control. Why? Because Atman, our true nature is Atman. And Atman, we know that. Somehow there is some link, though the link may be very feeble. Uplink with the satellite is very feeble. Maybe that signal strength is very less. But still there is some signal strength. So we want to have control. Because our true nature is that. Uncontrolled, without any bondage, without any binding. No, Indriyanam, this sense organs should not be like Dushta Ashvaha. They should not be like Dushta Ashvaha. They should be like, what should be they like? Next mantra. Yastu Vijnanavan Bhavati Yuktena Manasa Sada Tasyendriyani Vashyani Sadashva Ivasarathehe. So Dushta Ashva, here Sadashva means good horses, tamed horses. Just like those horses of those equestrian events of Olympics, when the horse, just you say and it will understand. Horses and dogs are known to be very loyal to their owners. So horse will not leave the owner. It will go and find out and bring. There have been many historic incidents like that. So tamed horse, controlled horse, disciplined horse. If you are disciplined, everything is good. If you are undisciplined, problem. It is like your computer without an antivirus. What do you do when you install a computer? First thing after operating system installation is put antivirus. Then you go to Google, you go everywhere, no problem. And constantly update your antivirus. Similarly, we should also have an antivirus here. Constantly thinking what is good, what is real, what is bad. Firewall protection. Somebody is talking to me. Bad thoughts are coming, firewall should come. No, this is coming from an unknown IP address. Reject, block. It should be there. with this, and it should be constantly updated. How? By meditating, by thinking, by reading scriptures, by reading good books. Constantly we should hammer this thought, because if your antivirus software is not updated, if the virus definitions are not there properly in place, after some time your computer will be infected. Yastu vijnanavan bhavati. Sada yukta, ayuktena manasa, earlier we saw, one who is connected with a mind which is uncontrolled. Here it is opposite. You are connected with a mind which is yuktena manasa. Sada, always connected with a mind which is controlled mind. Vijnanavan bhavati, he becomes discerning. He can understand the difference between real and unreal, permanent and temporary. And tasya indriyani vashyani, and his sense organs are under his control. His or her sense organs are under control. Saratehe sadashvaiva, just like a charioteer with good horses. Good means what? Trained horses. Trained, disciplined horses. So mind you have to discipline. So if you are sitting for studies, the mind will say, now let me go out, I have studied so much. So you say, no. Mind, listen to me. You have to study for 4 hours and then I will consider whether to go out to CCD, etc. So mind has to be first told that you have to listen to me. I am the boss. You have to listen to me. Sad ashvaha will be like charioteer. Now you see, human beings have a serious problem. Human beings have a serious problem. What is that problem? We are very evolved, no? Our mind is evolved. Our spiritual dimension also we have evolved. Everybody knows that I am not the body and the mind. Somewhere in the back of your psychology, personality, this is always working. That is why everyone wants to become excellent. Everyone wants to excel. Swamiji says even a worm is trying to attain to Brahmanhood. But human beings, it is very prominent, very palpable. But as they say, with a wonderful evolved system, you have more problems. So you purchase a car like Rolls Royce, the maintenance cost also is huge. And you will not get mechanic, not like Maruti Suzuki. Every village you will get a mechanic. Every mechanic can practically do anything with Maruti. But Rolls Royce means you will have to go to the showroom and all that. But it is a Rolls Royce. Similarly, we are so evolved and we have a huge maintenance cost. You have to devote time to your mind. You have to devote time to your body. You see, human being to become completely functional in all respects takes 21 years. No other animal takes so much. You see a cow will give birth to a calf and that calf will jump like this for some time and afterwards it is good to go. Ready. Lizard is still better. It will come out of the egg. No mother, nothing is required. It will come out of the egg and it will eat 2-3 ants and it is perfect. But human being takes 21, all the systems, all the organizations, organs and all the systems to work in the human being system takes 21 years for the complete development. And even then many people don't have wisdom tooth. Wisdom tooth, some people they get it 35 years age and all that. So you see, it takes so much time for a human being to evolve. But that is the most evolved system. Most evolved system. The maintenance cost is there. What is the problem? There is another problem. As I said, we see something, we have wonderful memories. You go to a dog has memory only through smell. And that too depends on the species. Ordinary dogs may not have that good smell sense. You go to a different monkey may not have that kind of memory. But we have memory. Very good memory. We have intellect, very evolved intellect. We have creativity. You can draw, you can sing, you can make stories out of just like that. J.R.R. Tolkien. See, this man writes a trilogy called The Lord of the Rings. and he creates species, he creates maps, he creates languages, and he writes songs in those languages with alphabets and everything. Wonderful. One man having so much of creativity, human being has. And that is what in Vivek Chudamani you find. Vivek Chudamani says, this is the problem, you see. Our problem is that we have all these things. What is that? I think I have told here, or Atmagyanandaji used to give classes on Vivek Chudamani. Shabdadibihi panchabireva pancha. How many of you know this shloka? Panchatvam apuhu swagunena baddaha. Kuranga matanga patanga minaha. Bringa naraha panchabiranchita kim. Shabdadibihi panchabireva pancha. You see, there are 5 elements in this generally. What are the 5 elements? Panchabhuta? Huh? 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 Kshitij means? Huh? Earth. Up means water. Tej means fire. And? Kiti up Tej? Marut means air. And Vyom means space or ether. Whatever. So these are the 5. Now these 5 have related sense object and also related sense object or sense experience and sense organs. Can you tell me what is for earth? Smell. What is the organ for smell? Nose. Kshitij up. What is the thing, sense experience for water? Rasa. Taste. What is the sense organs for taste? Tongue. Tej. What is the sense experience of fire? Fire. Eyes. Rupa. Fire. And the sense organs are eyes. Then Vayu. What is the sense experience of? How do you know that there is air? Touch. And the sense organ is skin. Then how do you know that there is space? You have this conch shell and keep it here. Some space, sound comes. Sound. And what is the organ for sound? Ears. See, Shabdadibihi panchabireva pancha. Shabdadibihi. These are sense experiences. Shabda means sound. Adibihi, etc. Sound, form, taste, smell, then touch, etc. Shabdadibihi panchabireva pancha. These are connected with 5 senses. And these 5 senses have these thing connected to them, and all these 5 senses create problem to man. Panchatvam apuhu. This is an expression in Sanskrit, in many other languages also. Panchatvam gataha means a person died. Atait panchatva prapti. In Bengali they say, no? Panchatva prapti. Means you have mingled with the elements. You are no more there in this body. So panchatvam apuhu means died. Swagunena baddhaha. Why? Because they were bound by the property of these sense organs or sense experiences. Swagunena. Now here there is a pun in that word guna. 2 meanings are there. Guna also means property, characteristic. It also means rope. It also means rope. So swagunena baddhaha means they were bound by the rope, their own rope. What rope? Rope of this particular sense experience. Touch is one rope, sound is another rope, smell is another rope, taste is another rope, and seeing is one rope. Who are these? They were bound. Who? Kuranga, deer. What happens to deer? Deer is, when it hears sound, no, its ears become like this, straight, like that. You can see in National Geographic or all this, it's all Google I Nama. YouTube is there. Okay, YouTube I Nama. Why only Google I Nama? So, like that. So, deer, the best way to hunt a deer is create some sound. And then the deer will stand still. It cannot move. When it hears a sound, like that, it will stand still. Shoot or fire, put an arrow or whatever, finish. Khatam kahani. The end. Panchatvam apuhu. Why? Swagunena baddhaha. Because of the property of that particular sense experience. Shabda. Kuranga is deer and it is being killed because of the property of sound. Then next is sparsha. You know how elephants are hunted again? Every hunter has got a female elephant. So that is how they big tuskers, with tusk. They are all giant mammoth elephants. It's difficult. So this is done more in Kerala. So what they will do is they will take this beauty queen. Sorry for that expression. So they will take this elephant and they will make her stand somewhere there, and this tusker will come and that fellow will just touch this female elephant and immediately into samadhi. That's all. Finish. Only one touch is sufficient. That person will be ecstatic, and immediately they will in nearby they will make a big pit, and there it will fall and caught. Sparsha. Sparsha. For human beings also sparsha is problematic. I am coming to that. You see. So swagunena baddha. Because of this sparsha, elephants panchatvam apuhu. Killed. The tusk is used for ivory. Now of course it's all illegal, but earlier on it was like that. Patanga. Shamma Parvana, it's a thing which is very commonly used in all the ghazals and all Urdu poetry. What is Shamma? And Parvana? So this, wherever, now no flame also, tube also they will come. And interestingly they will come and hit it. Tung! So whenever this rainy season, it is very difficult. So you have all this, you put some kerosene and put that one polythene above that tube light, all people will come and die there. But they will go on hitting that. Somehow that fellow thinks that this is what. And if you have a candle, you can understand. Everybody will go and do suicide attack on that candle. Die. Yeah. So that is what the technology is. You make the fly catcher attractive color, and then everybody will go and hit and I didn't understand what is this. Once first time when I saw long back in a restaurant, I went and sat, and then I'm hearing this sound. I said, what happened? And this is the fly catcher. Everything is going hitting and instantly electrocuted and died. Patanga. So Patanga, here what is this? Rupa. Rupa is the Agni. Rupa. That is the sense experience. It sees and it wants to, Shamma Parvana or whatever, it wants to go and mix and dies. Then Meena, taste. What do? You put a bait, really bait, no? And Thakur says the fishing can be a very meditative experience. You do fish, no, Thakur says in Kathamrita. Then, bolchan na? You put and you sit. So, like that. But you have to think actually. Otherwise, even in grocery shop, people sit like that. Panwala also sits like that. But he thinks about something else. So you have to think of God. Thakur gives so many examples, Sri Ramakrishna, very beautifully. He's a wonderful storyteller. So this is, you have a small worm, earthworm, some other thing, small fish for big fish, you give a bait. That is what they do in politics. They put some bait and you fall for the bait. They give you some attraction. So Yama also was doing that. Ime Rama, he was giving, I will give you so many apsaras, I will give you so much of wealth, I will give you so much of kingdom. But Nachiketa did not fall for that. See? So we should all become like Nachiketa. One-pointed concentration. So this bait, so fish will come and to eat that one small particular fish or worm or that whatever it is, earthworm or whatever, and gone. So taste. This is the taste. Rasa, water. Then bringa, smell. What happens? There is smell, lotus. Usually they talk about lotus, no? Lotus blooms and then at sunset it closes. So this honey bee, bringa, bee will go. Seeing the smell, getting the smell, it will go and sit in the lotus and think, wow, wonderful honey. And it will go on thinking like that. By the time sunset is over and it is closed. And next morning, it will open, dead body will be there. Ram Nam Satya hai. Only after dying people understand. Some people mechanically say that. See, traditions have got a wonderful value, but if you understand the significance and tell. Now the question what asks Shankaracharya, he asks in Vivek Chudamani is, Naraha Panchaviranchita Kim. You see, all these creatures or living beings were attached to only one sense experience, and that created Panchatvam Apuhu, that brought their end. Only one sense experience, and Ram Nam Satya hai. Naraha Panchavihi Anchita Kim. And what will happen for man or human being who is attached to all the five senses? What will happen? You cannot die 5 times. You have miserable existence. Very miserable existence. We have to be always careful. Otherwise what? You see something, you like that. You hear some voice, you like that. You eat something, you like that. Somebody touches you, and many people go into samadhi like that. They touch and that's all. This touch creates a lot of problem. So that is what Shankaracharya is asking. Naraha Panchaviranchita Kim. What will happen to human beings who are affected by all these five sense organs, all these five sense experiences? That is our problem. And why? We see once something, our memory is so sharp, it is recorded. You see, it is easy to forget all good things, but bad things we always remember. And God has given us a boon, forgetfulness. If we had 100% memory, our life would have become completely miserable. Thank God that God has given us this boon that we forget things. Because we don't forgive generally. Forgiveness we don't have. Somebody would have done 1,000 things good, and one thing, something they would have done bad, and we remember that always. Afterwards, when we meet that or see that or person or think about that person, we will remember, oh, इसने ऐसा किया था मेरे साथ, अरे कितना अच्छा किया था, वो सब आप भूल गए. You will remember only this. So that creates all the more problem, because all these sense organs create strong impression, sense experiences create strong expression, and when you sit for meditation or try to bring your mind together, you are taken to all directions. You remember that wonderful person you saw, very beautiful, Rupa. You remember that wonderful dish you tasted, Rasa. You remember that wonderful song, immediately it comes in the mind, You start doing japa, immediately something comes in the mind. Some song will come in the mind. You remember that. You remember the touch of somebody. All these things will come. And that is why our problem becomes all the more complicated. So what do we need to do? Here we should understand that we have to increase the control on the sense organs. Yastu avijnanavan bhavati amanaskah sada ashuchihi nasa tat padam apnoti samsaram cha adhigacchati. Why do we take birth again? Punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam. Then what is the line? Punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Then iha sansare khalu dustare kripaya pare pahi murare. So you are praying to Murari. Who is Murari? Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Like that. So Krishna is Lord himself. You see, in Jayadeva's Dashavatara Stotram, Jayadeva wrote this Gopika Gitam. How many of you have heard it or listened or read it? Gopika Gitam? Gopika Gitam. Gopi Gitam. Sunay. So that Jayadeva wrote. He also wrote Dashavatara Stotra, and in Dashavatara Stotra Buddha is there but Krishna is not there. Why? Because Krishna is taking all the avatars. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is Bhagavan himself. He is not the avatara. Follow? So Krishna is not there in Dashavatara Stotra. Buddha is there. Why? Because somebody asked why? Because Krishna is himself God and he is taking all these avatars. So Krishna is not an avatar, he is God himself. So Pahe Murare, oh Murari, Krishna, please, Bhaja Govindam, please, Kripaya Pare, you take me out of this. Pare means you make me cross this ocean of Bhava Samsara, Janma Mrityu, Punarapi Jananam. Again I have to take birth and again I have to die. Punarapi Janani Jatare Shayanam. Again 9 months or 10 months I have to stay in the womb of my mother. Why do we take births again and again? Why? Desire. Because of desire. So, doership, enjoyership. Kartritva, bhoktritva. You have the sense that I am the doer. I am studying Katha Upanishad. You have the sense that I am eating pizza. Many days pizza did not come, no? So now bringing pizza. I am eating pizza. So this you have. So kartritva, bhoktritva. Here, yastu vijnanavan bhavati amanaskah sadashuchi. One who does not have avijnanavan, whose intellect is not able to discriminate, who dushtashvaha, whose sense organs are bad, uncontrolled, he will not be able to discriminate. So first about sense organs was told. Now if the intellect itself is wrong, what will happen?